and we're about to get into love and marriage. Huntsville, let me know in the chat. Let me know now. How are you feeling about the season so far? I think we're on episode what, 4? Let me know. Before we move forward, I want to hear what you guys have to say about the season. How you feeling about it so far? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. Let me know while I get this together. Just want to see what you guys are saying, and if you're liking the season, if you're not, if it's giving what it's supposed to give, if it ain't. What? It's a high mess. They dragging the fight. They dragging the fight out. You tired of loving marriage Huntsville? Okay. It's a yawn. It's a yawn fest. Okay, Spiffy. Um. Okay. Okay. Just been watching your reviews. I haven't watched yet. Okay. Gotcha. This season isn't giving at all. Okay. I think America's tired. All right. So the Scots 1.0. They're going over to Scott Manor. I do believe they broke ground because I remember seeing Tisha and Marcel going live like this summer. So I do believe they've broken ground on that. So we might see it on the season. Okay. So Tisha plans on investing in her mom's business. Y'all know Wanda wants her a mobile truck or whatever. I honestly don't see anything wrong with Wanda wanting her a food truck so she could do what she needs to do. What it really is Marcel just don't like Miss Wanda for real, and it's also giving get back at her for the times that she's confronted him on the show because it's not making logical sense to me why he just won't invest in this lady's truck. Like, just get her a new one, like or help her fix up the one that she got. It's like, why she got to grovel? You know, not like I don't understand that. Like, didn't him and Maurice build their mama a house or something? Tisha probably ain't had nothing to do with it. I don't know, but we talking about a damn. And then Tisha done came in and made all this money for the company. And you mean to tell me that you're not gonna give an extra little coin or something to help out Miss Wanda just a little bit? I guess, but want to sit over here and bring Martell back to the company? Child, anyway, so Marcel talking about he not sold on it, but he wants to invest in Martell and says that Martell was in a very tough situation, basically alluding to the fact that Martell's not there. He's not in that same place anymore. And I'm like, ding dong, dummy. You don't think he can go back to that place? What? You out here trying to show your loyalty, and then we about to see in a whole nother episode that y'all over here about to get into it. Over who? The same woman that you don't even want to invest in her damn company. Like, I just can't, I don't know. So Marcel, what was funny was Tisha says, listen, she pretty much brings that up, like, I don't like that you don't want to invest in my mama, but you want to invest in Martell. This is the same man that sat up here and damn near ruined our family. Like, we have kids. Like, this man said that you had 20 women's. Did anybody catch Marcel looking at the ground the whole time when she was talking about this 20 women's? Oh Lord, girl. Anyway, looking at the ground, I said, all right then. Pants on the ground, pants on the ground, looking like a bougie, pants on the ground. Because that's where his eyes were, on that flow, baby. I said, okay then, Tisha. Anyway, so she's going to schedule a meeting with Martell. They're going to have a conversation about it. We'll get to that. So Martell and Melnika link up. Messy. So Martell has new property. So I was happy for Martell on that. Like, I'm glad he's able to at least try and get some type of business going. Okay. Because you got 5 kids to take care of, bro, on top of yourself. And you a big baby yourself. So that's 6 kids that you got to take care of. Okay. So I was glad that he was able to at least get something going. So he's supposed to be breaking ground on a new property. He's probably going to rent that out or something and get him some coin. All right. So good for him. Can't stay down forever, regardless of what you've done. What else? So he also talking about working another wine event. So they're gonna do that. But the conversation got really awkward when Melnika came out because it was looking like, we don't ever meet out here. We always meet in my office. Why the hell you brought me out here to this land? What we finna talk about? What's going on? What's okay? That's how Melnika was looking. So Martell tells Melnika about the rumor, okay, and how it came back to him. Okay, it came by way of Destiny, by way of Kimmy from Melody. So Melnika pretty much says that she's never had any issues with Melody. All right. She says she'll never speak ill of her because she's never had a problem with Melody. Right. She says that Melody has even sung at her mom's funeral. And what we also learned is that when Melnika was supposed to be planning their wedding, she ended up quitting from planning the wedding, and that her mom took over. So I could see how that relationship ended up being established for the both of them. As far as why Mel probably went and sung at the mom's funeral. Melnika also told us about how Melody, there were some allegations about Martell probably cheating or something like that, or at least the assistant, not necessarily cheating, but her assistant said that he tried to talk to her. And once they got back to Mel hit them up like, who Martell trying to talk to? Who Martell out here trying to talk to? Whatever. And she's like, girl, ain't nobody trying to talk to Martell. Nobody want Martell but you. Basically. And I'm like, okay then. So Martell, you was about that life even back then. So is this what the people be talking about when y'all be trying to say that Mel Ben knew that he was a cheater or something? If she actually went around saying who trying to talk, who, you know what I'm saying, who trying to talk to Martell or whatever like that. Like, but anyway. So what else happened? Melnika says, yeah, she talked about her quitting the wedding. Melody questioned everybody who wants Martell. She said, girl, don't nobody want him but you. So then Martell says something that's very interesting to me. Martell slips up and asks, if we haven't had sex since high school, then why would we want to be sexual now that we're married? And I'm like, Martell, that don't really matter. Like, why would y'all want to be sexual now that y'all married? You didn't care about you being married. So I'm like, why? Like that didn't make sense to me, because it's like, just because y'all ain't had sex since high school don't mean that y'all can't get it in now. Y'all probably, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all probably had, I mean, I don't know what these people out here doing in this shit, y'all know. Because then Melnika also goes on to say that it don't matter because Martell likes cheating. And then says, can't nobody tell her who she can or can't sleep with. And I'm like, well, that's a statement for me. I'm sorry, excuse me, ma'am. If you saying that you got this husband and it's not fair for your husband to be at a place where he's questioning the relationship between you and somebody else that's supposed to be business, and then you follow it up with can't nobody tell you who you can and how you can have sex or whatever like that, that becomes questionable a bit, in all honesty. I don't think that was that. I don't think that's good. I feel like when you said that, maybe you could have just been talking, but because you was just talking, people gonna take that and apply it to what Mel's saying, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, man, what Mel said probably ain't too far fetched." Because even though she concerned about how her husband gonna perceive it or whatever, she also turned around and said, "Can't nobody tell who she can hunch on." Whoa. Okay. Well, there's that. So Martell also, and then adding insult to injury, Martell calls her out and says, "But didn't you cheat?" Nobody seems to be recalling anything. Okay. She says, I can't recall. I don't know. I can't recall. Whoa. Y'all sure don't be real. So you pretty much gave it away. Okay. Next time somebody tell me they can't recall some shit, I'm gonna be thinking, you did it. Okay. You did. Come on, Miss Mia. Miss Mia is coming. Come next week. Okay. Miss Mia is coming this Sunday. Okay. So come on, Miss Mia. I'm here for you, Miss Mia, girl. You did. Because that's what it's giving. All right. Now, what else we got? What else we got? So later on, we see where Mel goes and link up with Miss Vanessa, her mama. This is where things get extremely messy because the Scott's brother has been on social media being extremely messy. So for the people that have not watched the show, okay, and just watching a review, let me tell you something. We're gonna get it to Mark. So they speak on an interview that Miss Vanessa did with Love and Marriage Huntsville over there on Instagram. Okay, Mel brings up the post that Vanessa made about Tisha. Y'all know when they got into it at the Galentine event, Tisha wore a shirt that said "Team Wife." I believe that was Mel's shirts, okay? And so once she did that, Miss Van decided that she was going to take to social media, repost it, and say, get your t-shirts, okay? Since Miss Tisha want to be funny, talking about some team wife, because I do think Tisha was trying to be funny, because Mel is no longer a wife. She's divorced. She's an ex-wife now, which is why the ladies keep referencing ex-wife, your ex-wife. And it's like, if anybody were to come at them and say, oh, why you gotta say it like that? I mean, but that's what she is. She's an ex-wife. And she is current wife, she's his ex-wife. So we're just saying, we're just calling her by what she is. Like, that's how they're gonna try to excuse it, okay? So when she wore that shirt, it was to kind of throw it in her face, like, you did all of that and you divorced your man, but guess what? We still good over here. We still happy and all this other stuff. Like, that's what the vibe was giving to me when Tisha did that. So Miss Van subtly took that post, that picture, put it on her page, promoted her daughter's stuff. Okay, boom, using Tisha face. Tisha didn't like it. Okay, so what ended up happening was Marceau ended up taking a picture of two Coca-Colas. One said Vanessa, the other said Scott for their last name, but also referencing their brother because it's being alleged that Miss Vanessa and one of the Scott's brothers ended up, they were dating. Okay, so they put this little coke thing up or whatever, right? So Vanessa admits that she's shady, but she's shady with class. All right. Um, Mark, yeah, she talked about the whole picture. So she says that their brothers, or at least their mom, told their brother that your next wife, her name is going to be Vanessa, right? I guess she thought she was a prophet or she was doing something, right? So that's where he got the whole Coca-Cola with Vanessa name, and when they found a Scott, put it together and made it Vanessa Scott. Okay. So Mel was asked in the confessional who this man was to the Scott brothers. And do you know, Mel says, next question. And I am so glad that she did not say this man's name. For me, I'm just glad that she didn't even bring his name up. Like, next question. No, I'm not going to answer that. No, ma'am. I do not eat green eggs and ham. Not on a boat or with the goat. No, ma'am. I'm not going to do it with him either. Absolutely not. Please go away from me with this. I'm not going to answer it. And I'm like, I'm so here for her on that. Like, go ask his mother and brothers who he is to them. But when it comes to me, I'm not answering it. Okay, so there's that. What else is going on? So Vanessa says that Martell knows the truth, and I'm like, does he? Because she says that he knows that they weren't dating, but then he gets onto the reunion and he tries to play her by siding with the Scots and and continue to do it throughout this reunion. I'm sorry, throughout this episode, saying that she did indeed date their brother. So I'm confused because I want to believe that she didn't date him. But I'm just confused because I'm like, and even if you did, like, what's the issue with saying that you did? If you did, because I feel like if she really did date him, and like, it's not gonna, like, if she admitted, like, yeah, we dated, and then what? Like, if she were to say, I feel like her not saying that they dated, if that's how she truly feels that they didn't date, everybody else does, they're gonna keep dragging it. But I don't want her to admit to something that she's never done. You know what I'm saying? But if it is that they dating it, but she's just denying it, saying that she didn't date him, I'm like, if you admit it and be like, hey, I did. So now what's up? Like, it's nothing to talk about here. It's nothing to see here. Like, okay. But she's adamant that they were just friends, but everybody else is having a different idea of what it is. So they keep bringing it up. Like, I don't know. So I am confused. I'm not going to lie. I want to believe Miss Vanessa when she says that she's never dating him. I don't know. But I know that their brother got on social media and girl, this man is crazy, girl. He done sat up here, and this is really disrespectful. So first of all, he puts up screenshots of when Miss Vanessa called his phone. Granted, to me, I said that's not necessarily proving that she called your phone for real, because you could have changed names in your phone and you could have changed profile pictures in your phone, took a screenshot of it, and made it seem like this lady was blowing you up. I don't know. Or it could be fact what it is that he's showing us, that she has called him quite a few times. Okay. Um, but I don't know when that was, but this is messy because it got to, I don't know. When did you take these screenshots? Anyway, then this is where it got real messy for me. And I feel like this was kind of disrespectful. It's a woman with underwear on that she's taking off. And in the caption, it says, guess I won't be needing these. And I just feel like that's just extremely disrespectful. Like, are you trying to get on the show, sir? Is that why you're doing all of these antics? Because you're worse than Miss Wanda. Are you trying to get on the show? Is that what you're doing? Like, I don't understand. Like, what is all of this about? He's just doing too much. I don't get it. And then I just can't. Like, and he put some other stuff up too. Then he talking about some Mel Cosby. What do you mean, Mel Cosby? Mel Cosby, speaking of Melody Ho, I don't know why he's saying Cosby, knew better than to discuss me after all the lackluster speeches saying it's time to see me in court and all. Say it with your chest. What the hell? Seek help immediately. And when you do antics like this, it does make me believe Miss Vanessa more that she really didn't date you. You know what I'm saying? Jesus, like I just don't understand. Like, what the hell? I don't know, cause you could Miss Vanessa could have been like, they ain't date, but you over here telling them something completely different. She probably only saw you as a friend. Y'all know when women get older, they only have friends. They don't really be having men that they date. You feel what I'm saying? They usually just have friends. Now, I don't know about Miss Vanessa, but I know some of the older ladies I know her age, they be having friends. Somebody they can get a little coin from here, there. You know what I'm saying? But let Marcel tell it Miss Vanessa was the one giving out the coin. And I'm like, what? Somebody Miss Vanessa paid this man child. I said, child, Papa. Child, Papa. Ooh. Girl, this is some messy shit. Yeah. Not y'all talking about that lady up here playing the man child support. And then Mark gonna put up a post talking about some, did you get the money? It was a text that allegedly came from Miss Vanessa. I said, maybe, maybe you picked up a meal. She said she was gonna refund the damn money. Like, I don't, did you get the coin? Did you get the $10 back? I don't know, girl. It's just a lot. Okay. So then Mel says the only reason Martell is siding with the Scots is because he thinks that they can help him rebuild. And I said, well, you ain't lying about that. He do think that they can help him rebuild, but is that really the reason? Or does he think in his head that they really did date too? I don't know. But I'm wondering. And one thing about it, because it's like, is that what Martell truly thinks? Or is it that he's trying to also get in with the Scots? Or I've sat here and watched the show and literally watched Marceau manipulate people, especially Lewis, okay? And literally convince this man to see things his way, and Lewis agreed. So it also makes me think and question and wonder, did you just pick this shit up from Marceau? And he convinced you so good that you just went along with this lie. I mean, a lot of things can be true at once, right? Anyway, this is crazy. But y'all tell me, I mean, do y'all think that she really dated this man? And then some part of me too, I'm gonna give y'all this and y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Some part of me feels like it shouldn't be that deep, even if they did or they didn't, because the other person ain't really a part of the damn show. But I guess they feel like it's free range. Hell, Miss A ain't a part of the show. But they, we ingrain her in a lot of shit that's going on. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, child. Y'all help me out. I'm just going along. You know what? I keep going. It's a whole lot of, girl, I guess I ain't got nothing in Huntsville to do but anyway, girl. So Mel, let's keep going. Mel then goes on talking about how she heard about Destiny's event and how she plans on attending the event, the grand reopening. Okay, so she's gonna go down there to the reopening. She says that Destiny is not a friend, it is not an enemy of hers, and she's gonna do exactly what she always do, which is support Black businesses. I said, say production telling you gotta go without saying production telling you gotta go, because that's not making sense for a person that's always been about their peace, especially on social media. Always about, distancing yourself from negativity and stuff. I don't really see you going to this event for real in real life. Like, you don't really rock with her, even if you're saying that she's not your enemy. You don't fuck with Destiny for real. It's very clear. It's very apparent. So why go to her event? So it's giving, one, production making you go, and two, the real reason you going is so that you can address Miss Wanda, because you know for a fact that she gonna be there. That's what it's given to me. But y'all tell me y'all thoughts. Now, Martell and Tisha. Tisha couldn't let his ass get in the seat good and warm the seat up before she brings up Miss Vanessa and how she posted that picture. Martell, I have to say, I loved it. I love the cluelessness that you were giving in this particular moment. I wish you would have been more clueless when you got around the men. You know what I'm saying? But when it came to this business stuff, and you trying to make sure you win Tisha over, you kind of just act like a bit clueless. You know what I'm saying? When it came down to, oh, they dated. Da, 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 da. Like, maybe she just posted this because of this and that. Like, you just acted like you were a bit clueless about stuff. Okay. You kind of laughed at some stuff, but you really didn't give a whole lot of your opinion or your thoughts about it. Okay. So yeah, they talked about that. Tisha said, yeah, they talked about that. We already know what happened. Okay. So Martell is trying his best not to give him too much information. Okay. He also tells her though that the Scotts were being petty for reposting whatever they posted about Miss Vanessa. Okay, they get down to business. Martell says he could see the company growing. Tisha's like, "How far do you see the company growing?" When I'm the one that came, it was in the red when you was here, and now a woman has stepped in, and I done got the company to a multi-million-dollar company. So what else is going on? And that's really what Tisha wanted to do, was sit down with Martell and make sure that he is very clear on, one, you having to come back. Like, first of all, I got the company to where you couldn't get it to. That's one. And two, the same people you was over here dissing and disrespecting or whatever, you got to sit right back in their face and try and ask us for a favor. So we might let you slide just off of the strength that we wouldn't even have this company if it wasn't for you. But understand, should we let you in, I'm still the head BIT over here. Understand that, okay? That's what it was giving. All right. So, anyways, the Scotts, Martell, and Lewis all go hang out. They speak on business, of course, but then Martell brings up the photo of what Miss Van put up. So Marcel says that if her post that she put up wasn't shade, then understand that the post we put up wasn't shade either. Okay, tit for tat. If hers wasn't, then ours wasn't either. Okay, if hers was, then ours was too. Then, okay. So Marcel, that's when he opened up to let us know that Miss Van had been paying child support for his brother, which was absolutely crazy. We get to fast forward from that. And then they was talking about how they dated a long time. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what these people got going on in their life. Cause I don't know what they're doing. But let's move on. We get to Madani, right? Martell and Melnika are talking to Destiny. He asked Destiny if Melody was invited, and she kind of avoided the question. She didn't want to answer it, went around it. Okay. Shout out to Contessa. Contessa did show up. She loves her some Destiny, so she showed up, her and her husband, to be there to support Destiny. Okay. Um, Wanda's over there getting her life together. Tisha and Marceau eventually arrive. Tisha asked my mama if she need help. Miss Wanda said, yeah, but Tim and while Marcel was like, we need to finish doing whatever else we doing before we go over there. I was like, whoa. Anyway, I just want to say this. We're coming up on the episode when Melody confronts Miss Wanda and then gets into it with Marcel. I'm sure that's going to affect him coming in on Scope and helping them out. I'm sure that's going to be a problem. But I thought back in May that I was going to be super ready to see this episode and everything, and like all excited and like, okay, we're going to see what it's giving. Da, 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 da. I thought it was going to be pretty hyped to see it. I'm not hyped at all. I'm not hyped at all. I mean, we'll see if that changes, but I was watching it like, I really don't give a fuck what happens next week. Girl, it's not even that. Like, girl, listen, we really got everything we needed on that IG live. For real, for real. Like, y'all pretty much gave us everything. For real, for real. All the details slowly started to pour out after that. So I'm not even looking forward to this. Like, oh, okay, then they're gonna fight. Okay, all right, what's going on next? Okay. Now, after watching the episode, maybe my mood will change. But in this moment, girl, and who cares? Let's see. Let me see what you guys are saying, because that was pretty much the episode, really. Let me get my mouse and stuff together, guys. Tisha was definitely wrong for wearing the shirt, though. So whatever she received in return, she brought it on herself. And I'm glad you said that. Something else Tisha said. Tisha said that Van likes to throw that subtle shade, is what I'll say. She like that. And I said, well, Tisha not lying though. I gotta give her that. Because Miss Van did confirm that. She did confirm that that's what she do. And I'm like, Tisha, okay. But you be doing the same thing too, though. So I guess you would know. And Tisha know darn well she lying. That business isn't a multi-million-dollar business. If that's the case, then why are you being sued for almost 5.5 million if you are such a good businesswoman? Girl, what? Girl, stop. No. You fibbing. Not that lady being sued. Or is the company. 5.5. I mean, maybe they got 10 million. And being sued for half, they still got multi-millions. It only take about two of them to be multi. Baby, I don't know. I don't know. Jamie, if I'm being honest, they can cut this show down to 10 episodes because neither the host or the Scots are giving. Yikes. Yikes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's see. The only thing Tisha actually runs is behind Mars. Girl, you wrong for that. Not the only thing she run is behind Marceau. Oh, and her personal good credit. She said what she was told to say by her boss. Whoa. You guys are out of control. That Negro Mark is psycho. You hear me? I don't believe it. Sounds like a plot set up by Mark to come to us with the bullshit. Okay, go away from us with this. All them Scott bros ain't wrapped too tight. And I'm not trying to see them wrapped too tight around Love and Marriage Huntsville to where we got to see more Scotts on the show. No, thank you. If you really want us to tap out, just add more Scotts. Yeah, we heard that Marceau and Tisha sued the company they were working with for not paying them, and the company countersued for 5.5 million. Whoa. That's a lot. That's a lot. Ooh. That's because everything played out on social media. That's why I don't be excited anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is the reason I see that often. A lot of people saying it. I do. Let's see what else. And then I'm gonna hop off this thing real quick, okay? Whew. Let's see what else you guys got. And then I'm gonna slide to the left. Um Heck no, she didn't date him. I've had a friend for 20 years and we've never had an inappropriate relationship. And I've helped him through the good and bad times. We've been mad and made up just friends. I can see that. I can see that. People at like platonic friendships don't still exist. I can see that. Very, very possible. Very possible. But I also can see if people question it too when you got so many people saying it, and it's like, okay, you got like five people over here saying it happened. So what did it happen? So I definitely can understand people questioning it as well. But I'm leaning more towards your side with it though, for real. Cause it's just some off. I'm like, I don't know if she'll get wrapped too tight with this fool. And because he wasn't wrapped too tight was probably why she decided to be his friend, thinking she could help him. Child, I can't. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. All right. I thank you guys so much for watching. Okay. We've been in this thing for over an hour. I have more content to work on. So again, I thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you've yet to do so. Okay. Follow me on Instagram, all that other great jazz. Okay. At Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.